Islam, and welcome back. I apologize for the 2 parts. We're having some technical difficulties with the technology these days. No worries. Now I'm going to read 2 chapters from the Mystery of the Silent Brotherhood of the East. And I hope that within these pages and these words that you hear, that you will be able to see the truth and the divine truth that is within them. Chapter 3. The life and works of Yehoshua at the age of 10 years. The great feast of Jews was on, and Yusuf, Mary, and their son, and many of their kin went to Jerusalem. The child was 10 years old. And Yehoshua watched the butchers kill the lambs and birds, and burn them on the altar in the name of Allah. His tender heart was shocked at this display of cruelty. He asked the serving priests, "What is the purpose of this slaughter of the beasts and birds? Why do you burn their flesh before Allah?" And the priest replied, "This is our sacrifice for sin. Allah has commanded us to do these things and said that in sacrifices all of our sins are blotted out." And Yehoshua said, "Will you be kind enough to tell when Allah proclaimed that sins are blotted out by sacrifice of any kind? Did not David say that Allah requires not a sacrifice for sin, that it is a sin itself to bring before his face burnt offerings for sin? Did not Isaiah say the same?" The priest replied, "My child, you are beside yourself. Do you know more about the law of Allah than all of Israel? This is no place for boys to show their wit." But Yehoshua heeded not his taunts. He went at once to Hillel and said to him, "Rabboni, I would like to talk with you. I am disturbed about this service. I thought the temple was the house of Allah, where love and kindness dwell. Do you not hear the bleating of those lambs, the pleading of those doves that men are killing over there? Do you not smell the awful stench of burning flesh? Can you be kind and just and still be filled with cruelty? And Allah that takes delight in burning flesh and blood is not Allah of love. He is not my Father. I want to find the Allah of love. And you, my master, you are wise, and surely you can tell me where to find the Allah of love." But Hillel could not give an answer to the child. His heart was stirred with sympathy. He called the child to him. He laid his hand upon his head and wept. He said, "There is an Allah of love, and you shall come with me, and hand in hand we will go forth and find Allah of love." And Yehoshua said, "Why need we go? I thought Allah was everywhere. Can we not purify our hearts and drive out cruelty and every wicked thought and make a temple where Allah of love can dwell?" The master of great courts felt as though he was himself a child, and that before him stood the master of all the laws. He said within himself, "This child is surely a prophet sent of Allah." Then Hillel sought the parents of the child and asked that Yehoshua might abide with him and learn the precepts of the law and all the lessons of the temple. His parents gave consent, and Yehoshua did abide in the temple every day. And every day the master learned from Yehoshua many lessons of higher life. And the child remained in the temple of Hillel for a year, and then returned to his home in Nazareth. And there he wrought with Yusuf as a carpenter. Chapter 4. Yehoshua talks with Rabbi of the 10 Commands. Now Rabbi Berechiah of Nazareth and Yehoshua, the son of Yusuf and Mary, met. The rabbi was aid in teaching the son. One morning after service, the temple of Yehoshua, as he sat in silent thought, the rabbi said to Yehoshua, "Which is the greatest of the 10 Commands?" And Yehoshua said, "I do not see the greatest of the 10 Commands. I see a gold cord that runs through all the 10 Commands, that binds them fast and makes them one. This cord is love, and it belongs to every word of all the 10 Commands. If one is full of love, he can do nothing else but worship Allah, for Allah is love. If one is full of love, He cannot kill. He cannot falsely testify. He cannot covet. He can do naught but honor Allah and man. If one is full of love, he does not need commands of any kind. And Rabbi Berachia said, your words are seasoned with the salt of wisdom that is from above. Who is the teacher who has opened up this truth to you? And Yehoshua said, I do not know any teacher opened up this truth for me. It seems to me that truth was never shut, that it was always opened up. For truth is one and it is everywhere. And if we open up the windows of our minds, the truth will enter in and make herself at home. For truth can find her way through any crevice, any window, any open door. And the rabbi said, what hand is strong enough to open up the windows and the doors of our minds so truth can enter in? And Yehoshua said, it seems to me that love, the golden cord that binds the 10 commands in one, is strong enough to open any human door, so that truth can enter in and cause the heart to understand. Now in the evening, Yehoshua and his mother sat alone, and Yehoshua said, the rabbi seems to think that Allah is partial in his treatments of the sons of men, that Jews are favored and blessed above all other men. I do not see how Allah can have favorites and be just. Are not the Samaritans and the Greeks and Romans just as much the children of the Holy One as are the Jews? I think the Jews have built a wall about themselves, and they see nothing on the other side of it. They do not know that flowers are blooming over there, that sowing time belongs to anyone but the Jews. It surely would be well if we could break these barriers down so that the Jews might see that Allah has other children that are just as greatly blessed. I want to go from Jewry land and meet my kin in other countries of my fatherland. Islam. And so with that, I hope that you study, that you seek to find the truth and know for yourself, that you don't just believe what I'm telling you, because we are moving out of this age of belief. We moved out of the age of belief, and now we're in the age of knowing, the information age. We have no excuses. It's time. I would also like to give my appreciation and love and great thanks to all of the Moors that are out there active and striving and doing the best to help uplift fallen humanity. A special shout out to RV Bay Publications, Taj Tariq Bay, there's Maya Bay, Nature Ale Bay, Canaan Land Moors, C. Freeman L. I know I'm missing a few. Fonteas, the brother on the YouTube clip, there was giving the law to the public servants that we seem to call police officers. All of the works that all of you have been doing, Lord Abba, everyone, even those that appear to be dirty at the moment. For if we don't